Hey guys, Azralynn here with a quick review of the Turing Test. The Turing Test is a first-person sci-fi puzzle platforming adventure by the creators of Pneuma Breath of Life. You play as Ava Turing and you are dispatched to an icy moon of Jupiter. With the guidance of an AI named Tom, you must find out what happened to the ground crew that was stationed there. You'll need to solve a series of tests that only a human can solve in order to find the clues and whereabouts of the crew. The story was pretty good. It had a lot more depth to it than I had anticipated. The game makes you think about human morality, logic, and AI consciousness. I found it quite interesting, although I wasn't all that surprised as the story revealed itself. The gameplay reminds me of the Portal series, and it revolves around solving puzzles in different test chambers to progress to the next one. Instead of a portal gun, you'll use an energy manipulation tool to absorb, store, and distribute different charges of energy to power up different objects and doors. In some puzzles, you'll need to change perspectives to complete tasks, and it reminded me a little of the Swapper. I liked these puzzles the most as they were slightly more intricate than the others. The core puzzle mechanics don't really bring anything new to the genre, but the game is paced nicely and you likely won't feel stuck or frustrated while playing. The level design is usually clear-cut, and when you first enter a new sector, it's often obvious what you need to do. There were a few puzzles that took me a little longer to solve, but I found most of the puzzles to be straightforward without offering much of a challenge at all. The puzzles were enjoyable nonetheless, but I wish there had been more complexity to them. The game has full controller support, but there are a few puzzles where quick timing is required, and using a keyboard and mouse is probably easier for these puzzles. The key bindings are fully customizable, but even though I changed the use ability to a different button, it still continued to say press E, when E did absolutely nothing for me. Also, the game constantly prompts you with which bindings to press for shooting and using objects the entire game, and it would have been nice to have been able to shut that off. I was running the game on Ultra and the visuals looked good for the most part. The thing that bothered me the most was the lens flare. At times the lens flare was almost blinding, so I would have liked to have had a separate graphics setting for just the lens flare. The style of the environments is simple, and many areas look similar from one area to the next. I suppose this is consistent with other games in the genre though. The voice acting is impressive, and I really enjoyed the narrative. The sound effects were good, and the music was excellent throughout the game. The calming soundtrack fits so well with the gameplay and dialogue. Despite my intent concentration on the puzzles, I still found myself noticing the music and thinking, I really like this music. The game took me about 4.5 hours to 100% complete it. I solved all of the optional puzzles, listened to all of the audio logs, and read a fair amount of the text logs as well. Like most puzzle games, there isn't any replay value after you solve the puzzles once. I'm not blown away by the Turing Test, but it's a good game. If you're a fan of first-person puzzle platformers with a strong narrative to go along with it, the Turing Test is certainly worth a playthrough, but you may want to wait for a sale price. I hope this review has helped you. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and post your feedback in the comments below. Thanks everyone, and have a wonderful day.